Hello friends, I hope you guys doing well. So today topic is like what is a Ansible AWX and how like we need to set up the dashboard, like how to install the Ansible AWX in our Linux server. Okay, so please watch this video till end, so you will get the clear understanding of what is exactly AWX and how to install. Fine. So basically AWX is like it's a Red Hat software. Like it is an open source community project, same like that Ansible Tower. So Ansible Tower is a paid version. Like if you want to use Ansible Tower, you have to purchase a subscription. You have to pay. But in AWX, it's a freeware. You can download and just install and use it. Okay, no need to no need to pay anything. So I can say like it's a good software for learning purpose because I am using in my lab. It's working perfectly, and it's giving lots of features. So you can set up your infrastructure according to that. Fine. So I hope you all now understand what is AWX. Now question is coming how to install AWX. Okay. So like when you're planning to install AWX, Ansible AWX, you need one Linux server. Okay, so either you can build in your on-prem like VMware or Oraclebox, or you can use any cloud. So in this video I'm using one cloud instance, Cloud VirtualBox. So like Oracle, GCP, and this is my Google Cloud, and here this is my VM, AWX test VM. Okay, fine. So let me log into this server. So any I said if you have any if you're planning to learn set up your learning purpose, you can use your Oracle box or VMware. You build one server and then you can start your practice. Yeah, but make sure once you're building like you're creating a server so you need to at least 2 GB RAM. Okay, that is keep it in mind. Fine. And one more thing, once you installing the package and software, make sure your root your user have the sudo privilege. Otherwise, it will not allow to run, because we are going to use some admin command here. Okay, fine. So then we will we will start here. So what we have to do first, we have to check SE Linux is it disable or not. Okay, so if it's not disable, then we have to disable it. So get so you can see in my case it's a disabled. Okay, because I already disabled. So if you in case if your system is not disabled, what you run this command, if showing it's not disabled, then what you have to do, you have to edit the SE Linux configuration file, like vi etc sysconfig and SE Linux. So go to this file, and here you can see SE Linux equal to disable. Okay, change the parameter to disable, and then you can save it and reboot your system, so it will be reflect. Fine. Now second thing, what you have to do, you have to up to date the server. So if you're using the CentOS and Red Hat, then you can use the yum update command. And if you're using Ubuntu, then you can use apt get command to update the package. Okay, so in my case already this server is up to date. You can see no package marked for the update. It means already all the packages are updated. Second thing, now you have to you have to install the one repository, extra repository, that repository, one package, one package, that is the package name is yum install EPEL release. My keyboard is not working here. So this package you have to install. So in my case, you can see this package is already installed. If in your case, if not, then use the yum install and EPEL release command and hit enter and give Y. So it will be installed. Fine. Now we will move to the next. So in the these two like this package, it should be installed. Otherwise, it will create a problem. Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to install the one Docker package. So what we have to do? We have to run here yum install, and before we are going to install the Docker package, we need to install some required package. Okay, there are few packages are there that we need to install. So what we will do? We will run yum install, and then package name is get gcc gcc. My system is too slow. Let me reboot the system. Let's see, because it's very slow. Give me 1 second. Because I am typing a command here and it's taking time to reflect on console. So let me reboot. Fine. Okay, so what we have to do? We have to install some required package. So that package names are yum install get gcc -c++, or else let me do one thing. I have this command in my notepad. Let me copy paste because it's taking time. I will give this command in my video description. Yeah, so these are the required package you should have to install. Okay, so yum install get gcc -c++, Ansible, Node.js, and there are many packages like Python. Here we are using Nano. We can remove this Nano. We will use Vim editor, or like in your case you can use Nano also. That is not a problem. Okay, fine. So you can see these packages are going to install here. Okay, so let me install. Once you install the required package, then what you have to do? You have to install the Docker. So like some Docker package. So what we will do? We will first enable the repository, Docker repository, and then we will install that Docker package. Because like that repository is not coming by default, so we have to enable that repository. I will show you how to do that one. Like if you have a like subscription, then you can enable through the suppose if you're using satellite, then you can enable that repository from there, and then you can register your server with satellite. So automatically that will come. If your system is not if system is freeware, if not registered with satellite, then I will show you how to enable. it will take 54, so already it's complete. We need to wait 1 minute. So it's a very good software, I can say, because I'm using, so like, as per your requirement, you can create your infrastructure. So from the console you can patch the server. You can lots of things you can do from the dashboard. I will show you the dashboard how it look like. It will give that GUI base. Fine. So you can see my all package is installed now. Okay. So now let me check. So this is like CentOS and Red Hat. Then you can Red Hat 7. Then you can use the yum command. And if you have 8, like Red Hat 8 and CentOS 8, then you can use the dfnn command. And if you have a Ubuntu server, then you can apt get command to install the package. Okay. So fine. And if you have a SUSE manager, then you can use Jaipur command. So Jaipur is a package management tools. Here we can call a yum, there in a SUSE Jaipur. Fine. Now we need to check repository, right? Repo list, yum repo list. If you see here, you can see there is right now no any Docker repository, right? So we should have to enable that one. So I have a copy that command. Let me run this one. Let me change the font size, so it will be, I think, 1 second. Yeah. So you have to run this command wget, okay, and you have to download that one. So let me run this one. Fine. Now if you run this yum repo list, so you can see now Docker, see that repo is now enabled. Okay. So now what we have to do, we have to install the Docker package. Okay. So yum install docker-ce. Okay. So this package we need to install here. Yeah. Give y. Yes. So it's going to all the going to install all the dependency package also. So once we install this, you can see it's checking here SE Linux is reachable or not. Okay. Fine. So once you install this package, we have to start this service. Okay. So what we have to do, we have to use the systemctl command. Systemctl status. First we have to check the status. Docker-docker. So you can see it's inactive. So what we have to do now, we have to start the service. Oh, sorry. We have to give here space systemctl space start Docker. Okay. Now if you check the service status, so you can see it's running. Now what we have to do, we have to enable the service, because we have to once we will reboot the system, automatically it will start. Okay. Okay, so you can see it's created the soft link. It means like if you reboot this system now, that we set the run level, like automatically it will be start that Docker service. No need to go and start manually. Okay, fine. Now what we have to do, we have to install the Docker Compose. So we will use the command pip 3 one second, why it's actually in this server running lots of things, so that's why it's slow. One second, it's hung. One second, yeah, now it's coming, because in this server running some Ansible other things also, so that's why it's slow. Let me log into the duplicate session. Fine, so we can use this session. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to install now Docker Compose. So like we will use the pip 3 install and Docker hyphen compose. Okay, so pip 3 means, like, once we will installing the package, required package, you can see we install the Python 3 pip. So that's why we are using the pip 3. If you, in your case, like you have a lesser than, you can use the pip only, okay, or pip 2, like that. Okay, fine. So now you can see it's installing all the required things. Fine. Now we are getting an error. Good, it's not a problem. What is the error? It's telling the Python step in a failed error code. This is the yes. Okay, so this error means, like it's like it means it's showing like you have like setup tools or some update problem, like lesser than. So what we will do, we will run that this command to update pip update the setup tool. We will run this pip install -u pip and setup tools. You can run this command. And then again you run this one, pip install Docker Compose. Because that error due to the the updated, like lesser version was there, that's why. So now you can see successfully installed. Fine. Now we will move to the next. So next part is we have to now download the Ansible AWX. So what we will do, we will run that one git command. I have that command, this one. I already copy in this notepad, because if typing is taking time, so that's why I will. Okay, so you have to git and clone this okay, and once you hit enter, it will be download the directory, AWX directory inside your root, inside your root home directory. Because like where you want to install, you go to that path and then run this command. Suppose if you want to have, suppose in particular user, so then you can go that inside that user home directory and then run the command, so it will be installed in there. Or else you can give the specific path here also where you want to install. If you type here now ll, so you can see now it's showing the AWX directory. Fine, super. So now what we have to do, we have to generate the secret key. Okay, so for secret key, what we have to do, we have to run the open SSL and hyphen base 6430. So it will be create the one secret key. You can see this is the secret key. Just copy and keep somewhere in your notepad, because this file secret key I have to update in our inventory file. I will show you how to do that one. Fine. So now what we have to do, now we have to go and edit the inventory file, because we have to change some parameter inside the inventory file. Okay, so you can go simply like this, cd AWX install. Okay, you go to in this directory, inside this directory put ll, and you can see this is an inventory file. You can edit this file. Okay, because we have to change some parameter inside the inventory file before we are going to run our playbook. Okay, so here what we have to do, so one by one we will go. So we will search first. So like we have to Postgres. Where is your Postgres? So okay, so see, so Postgres _data dir means directory. So we have to change this directory path here. What we have to give here, I will show you. Actually this server is hung. Okay, no issue, we will continue on this. So here what you have to do, you have to give where -live /live /AWX /PG Docker. Okay, fine. Next what we have to do, Docker compose, that we have to so this one. Sorry. So this one we have to change the again path here for Docker compose. So here also we have to give the same /var /live /AWX /PG Docker. So like this one, that's why as per your requirement, like if you want to keep somewhere else, you can give that path here. Okay, Oh, okay, no issue. Docker dir underscore dir, or else what we will do, we will come out from here. Let me log into the another, because it's I told you, right, in this server lots of things are running, so that's why it's creating a problem for me. Anyway, but we will continue for this. Only few things are pending now. Okay, so we will go AWX. Installer. One second, I'm going to pause this video. Let me check something and then I will come back. Give me 1 minute. Okay, fine. So now I purge something. Now it's fine. So we will go to the AWS installer, and then we have to change our inventory file, like we have to change some parameter. Okay, now what is a Postgres? Where is a Postgres? Okay, so this one, Postgres data, which one? Sorry for the inconvenience, because my server was lots of things was running. Now it's fine. Okay, so now we have to give here where /live /awx /pg docker. Okay, copy this one. Okay, now we have to change the same thing here in here docker compose directory. We have to remove this one. Okay, now we have to change the check the pg username. Okay, pg underscore username. Okay, so you can see, so pg underscore username. So if you want, you can change the username here. Okay, in my case I'm not going to change here. Okay, like if you need to give the specific user, you can give here, and also the password. So you have to change the password here also. You have to give the strong password. Okay, so in my case I'm going to give here, for testing purpose, password #123. Okay, in your case you can give as per your requirement. You can change. If you have some AD level, you can use that user. Okay, so now that PG database. So PG database, it's showing AWX. So we have to change the here like Postgres. Okay, Postgres. Now admin user, we have to check where is the admin user. Admin user. Okay, so admin user, you can see it's a admin. We can keep this one. We are not going to change here, and we will change the admin password. Okay, so we have to remove this one. Okay, we have to give here password, a strong password we have to give. So same password we are going to use here. Password #123. Fine. Now we have to place the secret key, which one we have created. So we have to search here. secret. So here, so which one we have created, right? So that secret key we have to paste here. So I have in my notepad, let me copy, yeah, and paste it here. Okay, fine. Now we have to search the AWX underscore, what is that, alt yeah, DNS. So we have to give here the DNS details. If you have in your organization any DNS details, you can use that one. Okay, in my case I'm going to use Google 888 and 444. Okay, if you have like any DNS, you can use that one. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, 8.8.8.8 and comma 4 dot 4 dot 4 dot 4. Okay, fine. Now we have to change the project, this one, project data DAR. Okay, so this one also we have to change, like we have to give the same where leave AWX path. So you can see it's already there. So we have to just uncomment where leave AWX project. So this parameter we need to change this inside the inside the inventory file. Okay, so once we done, so we have to save it, right? Correct, we save. Fine. Once we we done, now we have what we have to do, we have to run the playbook. Okay, so what we will do, we will run here Ansible hyphen play book, because that playbook is if you check here, it's there. I will show you. Let me run this command because it will take time. Ansible hyphen play book hyphen I tilde symbol slash AWX slash installer slash inventory space tilde symbol AWX slash installer, and then we have to run that install.yml. So this is a playbook I'm going to run. We have to hit enter here. So something command not found. What is that error? Some syntax error. 1 second. Okay, a spelling mistake. Okay, so you can see I run the playbook. Now it's running. So let me log into the another console meanwhile. I will show you the playbook, which one I told you, because we are running that playbook only. AWX installer. If you go inside this directory, you can see install.yml. This is the playbook we are running. Okay, if you want, you can go inside that directory and you can read the data, like what are the contents are mentioned inside that one. Fine. So let it will take time to no configure. Let me run here doc. Let me clean the screen. Docker hyphen, or else run with docker ps. We will see any docker is running or not. Still now it's not running. We will wait. Once this playbook will completed, so basically it will it will take the time. Okay, so meanwhile what we will do, we will like add the firewall rules. Okay, it will take time. So what we will do, we will run the firewall rules here. Fine. So firewall rules, what we will do, we will run the firewall hyphen cmd hyphen zone equal to public space hyphen add okay. So actually my keyboard is also not working. Anyway, firewall cmd. So that this command we have to enable the we are going to enable add the firewall rule. So okay, so we will run this command. So now you can see it's showing this. Okay, so here is the problem. Yeah, correct. It's running. Meanwhile, log into the third console also. So once you install it, you will get a lots of things. Then you for troubleshooting concept, like for also like when you are going to install, you will face a lots of challenge, sometimes. So that is also one good sign, because we will learn new things. So still not fine, no issue. Unauthorized argument zone public parameters. So okay, why? Let me check what is the problem. Firewall. Let me check why it's showing the error. So what is that command? Firewall, I'm using cmd. Okay, hyphen zone equal to public hyphen add hyphen command not found. Okay. Something I am doing wrong. 1 second. Yeah. So okay, fine. That firewall things I will check. So you can see now Docker like it's listing here. So it means, see, about a minute ago. So up. Fine. So it means now display is working fine. So we should have to sorry, we should have to wait for few minutes because it will take time to complete this playbook. I'm going to pause and I will come back. Let me check what is the firewall issue. Okay, give me one. Okay, so I got this solution, like what was the error, because there is syntax error. So error is like when I have to give here hyphen I hyphen. So that is the problem. Hyphen 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 hyphen. Okay. Let me change here also. Fine. Now again it's a error. It's error. 1 second. Firewall cmd hyphen hyphen zone equal to public. Okay, this one let me remove. Yeah, so you can see that was a syntax error. Now you can see it's successfully done. Now second, what we have to do, we have to we have to enable, again we have to run the firewall hyphen cmd hyphen hyphen permanent space hyphen hyphen add hyphen service equal to http sorry, success. Now we have to run the third command, https. Okay, now we have to reload the firewall. So what we have to do, firewall space cmd hyphen cmd and hyphen hyphen reload. So like our firewall setup is done. Now still you can see this playbook is running, but we will check, like let me take the because I don't have a DNS, so I will log in through the IP. Okay, if you have a DNS, then you can use through your host. Let me log in here. Super, you can see I'm getting this console here. Now let me log in admin and then super. So you can see I able to log in dashboard, and dashboard looks like, ditto look like Ansible tower. Everything is here. Whatever you want, you can go and do. Okay, so fine. So finally we got the console. So so this video for the for the installation process, like how to install. In the coming video I will show you like how to set up your how to set up your infrastructure. Okay, fine. So thanks for your watching. If you like this video, like the video, please subscribe my channel, like the video and share it. Okay, thank you so much.